Hey, what's up? What's up? It's Mr. T Time. We are back at it again. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Hey, listen, today I want to talk to you guys about taking advantage. Taking advantage and leveling the playing field. Hey, listen, guys, sometimes I need you to take advantage. See, every time something bad happens to you doesn't mean that it's always bad. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It appears to be bad. It seems to be bad. It doesn't feel good initially. But if you would sit back and think about that thing sometimes, you may be able to take advantage of the thing that's trying to take advantage of you. Let me give you an example. See, I was a production supervisor on my job at one time, and I was responsible for running the front end of the line. And there were two other supervisors who ran the middle in the back end of the line. So it was time for me to rotate and learn the back end of the line, and I did it. I rotated and I started on the back end of the line, but my manager still wanted me to run the front end of the line because I ran it so well, because I was a doer. I was a leader, but I also was a doer. And nobody would do the way that I would do. And so they stuck me with both back end and front end of the line. And I felt I recognized it. I discerned what was going on, and I didn't complain about it though. I saw an opportunity. I saw myself being able to take advantage of a bad situation. See, because you got to realize that nobody else had ever done that before in the history of the company, ran the back end of the line and the front end of the line. Nobody else had ever done it. But see, they wanted me to do it because I did it so good, and nobody else would do the things that I would do. Nobody else would prep the work area the way I would prep the work area. Nobody else would move the units and work on the units with the team like me. Nobody else would set their team up for success like me. Nobody else could get the throughput like me. Oh, I took pride in what I did, and I did it well. I looked crazy doing it. I used to come back to work and set my lines up for success for the next day, and to finish work that maybe my team couldn't finish. Oh, I did it good, you guys. I did it so well. But they was trying to take advantage of me during this situation. So never in the history of the company had it been done before. But this is my response and my reactions. I kept silent. See, sometimes it's not always good to let people know how you feel when something doesn't seem right, when something doesn't sit well, when you know that people are trying to take advantage of you. Sometimes it's not always good to voice your opinion or concerns. See, I realized that the back end of the line and the front end of the line both were prone to overtime. So the area that I once ran, I worked a lot of overtime. In the back end of the line, the new area that I was going to run, which was closest to putting the product out the door and getting it to the customer, that area was prone to overtime. So here I am in a tough situation. But to my financial journey, it was a very blissful situation. So do you feel my drift? I hope you feel my drift. See, sometimes you got to take advantage of the thing that's trying to take advantage of you. So what did I do? I worked both areas like no other, and I made it work together for my good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, both areas were prone to working overtime. And when you're on the debt freedom journey, and you want to get there quickly, man, there's nothing like some overtime money. Overtime money can mean another check. So you take your 40-hour check plus maybe about 20 hours or so of overtime, and you almost have yourself another whole check, another 40-hour check. See, sometimes, guys, you got to take advantage of a thing that's trying to take advantage of you. And sometimes it's not always good to complain, to get all in your feelings and your emotions. See, sometimes you have to step back and see, hey, I know it's not right, but is there something that I can get out of a messed up situation? Is it a way for me to win anyhow? And that's what I saw. I saw a way for me to win anyhow, even though I was being taken advantage of. I was also taking advantage. See, I was working my plan. I tell you guys to work your plan. The plan will work for you. I'm telling you guys, I made that a part of my plan and I worked it. I worked it. I used that extra money to help pay off my bills, to help me and my wife, my family, become 100% debt free. You're looking at a guy who started out coming out of college only making $24,000 a year to a guy who finished his engineering career over 6 figures. A guy who worked so hard in corporate America to climb that corporate ladder. Even though that wasn't my intent, God just opened up the doors. But I worked hard to get to where I am. And it's because situations like this that arose when somebody was trying to take advantage of me, I had learned to keep silent. I had learned to use my own weapons of warfare without my enemy even knowing it. And I leveled the playing field. I took advantage. And I was putting a smile on their face, and I was putting money in my pocket. See, I was making it work for me and mine. So I'm telling you today to take advantage of your situations. Find a way for you to win. Level the playing field if you have to. See, because some of you are too dependent. You are too dependent upon maybe a job. You are too dependent upon a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. You are too dependent. And because of your dependency upon a certain source, then you can be easily manipulated and taken advantage of. See, like me, I was taken advantage of. However, I leveled the playing field and made it work together for my good. So prime example in your relationships. Some of you are in a situation where you have all your finances, all your insurance, all your debt tied to someone else. You are crippled because you are in debt. You don't bring in that much income. And the person that you're with knows that they can treat you any kind of way because now you depended upon them to help you. You depended upon them to help you pay not only their bills, but help you pay your bills. And they know it, and they're taking advantage of you. So I'm telling you today that you need to level your playing field. See, I've been in that situation in my dating life. I've been in that situation where I had my car insurance, everything tied to someone else. I was on their car insurance policy. Now, this person was very selfish. This person never came back to apologize about anything. Thought the world revolved around them. Hey, listen, I was so caught up. I was so dependent that I was so crippled that I couldn't do for myself as I wanted to. But what I did was I started working. I started developing a plan to get myself out of that situation. And I played the game. I sweetened up. I buttered them up. I got my cars back in under my own insurance. I end up getting my own place, and I end up becoming independent instead of dependent upon that individual. Some of you need to find a way to get yourselves out of a messed up situation like I was in, where you are so dependent upon something that that thing can manipulate you and that thing can take advantage of you and use you to its liking. And you not get anything from it. So on my job, yes, they took advantage. But at the same time, I took advantage. Level the playing field, people. Level the playing field. Do what you have to do to get yourself in line, to get yourself together, to get your things in order, your affairs in order, so that you are not totally dependent upon anything or anyone to the point to where that thing has such control and constraint on you that you really can't do without it. Hey, that's my word for the day, folks. Learn the way to level up and take advantage. Hope you guys have been enjoying these messages. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Let me know, what are you doing in this season to take advantage of something that may be trying to take advantage of you. Peace, guys. Until next time, I'm out.